Hi guys, welcome to RB classes. Today we will study part 3 of turning force, principle of movements. If a body under the action of number of coplanar forces is in rotational equilibrium, then the algebraic sum of moments of all forces about a given axis is zero. Means if we will add clockwise movement and anti-clockwise movement, then their sum will be zero. Okay, and as we know, clockwise movement is taken as negative and anti-clockwise movement is taken as positive. Once again I will repeat the definition. If a body under the action of number of coplanar forces, if a body does a action of number of coplanar forces in rotational equilibrium, then algebraic sum of all the forces at a given axis is 0. Or if a body is in rotational equilibrium, then the sum of all clockwise movements about a given axis is equal to sum of all the anti-clockwise movement about the same axis. Okay, sum of all the clockwise movement is equal to sum of all the anti-clockwise movement in rotational equilibrium. Here, verification of principle of moments. If we suspend a meter horizontally from a fixed support by means of thread, here you see we are supporting a ruler meter ruler horizontally from a fixed support by means of thread. We suspend two spring balance. You can take two spring balance on each side of the scale. Okay, different side, and they should not be at equal distance. They should be at different distances. And we will hang each side spring balance. Both side we will hang one spring balance. We will adjust the weight in such a way that the scale again becomes horizontal. We will adjust weight in such a way so that the scale should be in horizontal only, becomes horizontal again. We will suspend the weight from spring balance on the right side of the thread, be W1 at the distance OA equals D1. Okay, let the weight suspend from the spring balance on the left side of the thread be W2 at distance OB D2. Means on right side the weight which we will be hang, it will be W1 and distance will be D1, and on left side weight will be W2 and distance will be D2. The weight W1 tends to turn the scale clockwise. The weight which will be hang on the right side, it will tends to move in clockwise. No, yes, it will tends to move in clockwise. And on the left side it will tends to move in anti-clockwise movement. Okay, so see that weight W1 tends to turn the scale clockwise. that is clockwise movement, equals W1 into D1. The weight, here by mistake written W1, that in sixth point, the weight W2 tends to turn the scale anti-clockwise. That is, anti-clockwise movement equals W2 and D2 into D2. Okay. So in equilibrium, when the scale is horizontal, we will find sum of clockwise movement equal to sum of anti-clockwise movement. Okay. That is W1 into D1 equals W2 into D2. This verify principle of moments. Once again I will repeat all the points. Suspend meter roll horizontally from a fixed support by means of thread. Now suspend two spring balance on either side of the thread at different distances. Hang weight from each spring balance. We will hang some weight on both sides with each spring balance. And we will adjust the weight in such a way so that the scale again becomes horizontal. Weight suspended from spring balance on the right side of the thread be W1 at a distance D1, and the weight suspended from the spring balance on the left side will be W2 at a distance D2. The weight W1 tends to turn the scale clockwise, that is clockwise movement equals W1 into D1, and the weight W2 tends to turn the scale anti-clockwise, that is anti-clockwise movement equals W2 into D2. Okay, so we will find sum of clockwise movement equal to sum of anti-clockwise movement, that is W1 into D1 equals W2 into D2. This verifies the principle of movement. I think you understood this. Now see couple. We will consider a scale AB pivoted at point O, its center. O is the center and AB is a scale pivoted at point, pivoted or pivoted at point. At the end A and B, two parallel but opposite forces. You see F on both sides. Okay, you see, wait, this one and this one. Okay, so this is a parallel but opposite forces, parallel lines. This both are parallel lines but opposite they are, and forces each of magnitude F are applied in both the parallel lines. Each of magnitude means forces are applied on both. The vector sum of these forces or a resultant sum of these forces is 0. Sum of these forces is 0. Hence, scale will be have no translatory motion. It is in translational equilibrium. Okay. Each of the force exert a turning effect in same direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. See, both the forces act in same direction, anti-clockwise. They do not cancel each other, so the body experiences a rotation in anti-clockwise movement or direction. Hence the body is not in rotational equilibrium. Okay, once again I will repeat the points. We will consider a scale AB pivoted at point O, its center. At the end AB, two parallel but opposite forces each of magnitude F are applied. and the sum of these forces or resultant sum of these forces be 0. There is on hence scale will have no translatory motion. It is in translational motion, and each of forces exert turning effect in same direction, that is anti-clockwise, because they are parallel also, and if you will try to move in clockwise, then both will move in clockwise or anti-clockwise only. In same direction they will move, they will not cancel each other. Body experience a rotation in anti-clockwise direction, hence the body is not in rotational equilibrium. Now from that only we will get this formula also. Moment of force F at the end A equals F into d1, and the moment of force F at end B equals F into d2. Total moment of both forces equals F into d1 plus F into d2 equals F into, in bracket we will take d1 plus d2. How it comes? We will find a common in both. F is a common, so we will take F, and d1 and d2 we will write in bracket, and from here d1 plus d2 equals F into d2 d. How we get d1 plus d2? Because you see A and O is d1 and O and B is d2. We will add both, then we will get 1d. Okay, either force into perpendicular distance between the two forces, force into couple arm. Here we see that force acting on scale produce no translational motion, but they produce rotational motion. Okay, we will find that there is no translational motion, there is a rotational motion. Both the forces have turning effect in same direction, in anti-clockwise direction, so they form a couple which rotates the scale in anti-clockwise about a point O. Okay, definition of couple arm. Couple: two equal, opposite and parallel forces. Four thing you have to remember in this. One, first, two, second equal, opposite and parallel forces. Okay, two equal, opposite and parallel forces whose line of action are not same acting on a body from a couple and produce a rotational effect in anti-clockwise direction, called couple. Okay, and what is arm of couple? Perpendicular distance between the two equal and opposite parallel forces. The distance between two equal and opposite parallel forces is called arm of couple. Okay, two equal and opposite parallel forces called arm of couple. Moment of couple: product of one of the forces of couple and arm of couple. Product of one of the forces of couple and arm of couple is called moment of couple. See, moment of couple equals force into arm of couple. Force we can take as also F, and arm of couple we will take as D. So F into D. If the couple has a tendency to rotate the body in anti-clockwise direction, its movement is taken as positive, I told. And if it has a tendency to rotate the body in clockwise direction, its movement is taken as negative. In anti-clockwise positive, and in clockwise negative we will take. Units of couple. SI unit is of couple are Newton meter and kilogram meter. Okay, Newton meter and kilogram meter. Not kilogram, here by mistake it has written kilogram only. Here will be kilogram force meter. Wait. Mm, this will be kilogram force meter. Okay, this will be, this is by mistake it has written. Okay, and in CGS unit of couple are dyne centimeter and gram force centimeter. Example of couple action in daily life. Okay, turning a water tap means opening or closing a water tap is also example of couple. Turning the key in a lock, opening or closing a key in a lock, or winding a clock with its key, binding a lock with its key. Okay, opening a tap, opening the cap of bottle. We know we are opening and closing the cap of the bottle also. Two examples or more we can take. Turning a steering wheel, or steering the wheel of a motor car. We are turning na wheel of the motor car is steering wheel in clockwise or in anti-clockwise. Turning of a screwdriver also. We, while opening or closing a nut, we are using a screwdriver and we are turning it also. So these are the examples of couple arm. I hope today you understand all the topics. Please share the channel, subscribe the channel and comment. Thank you.